Sweet as nectar chums.
They certainly are a sweet honey bunch of chums, not like our sour friend on the computer.
You wouldn't be talking about PUZZLEA-SAURUS now, would you, BB?
I'm afraid so, Tom. I just wish he could be as sweet as our sweet as honey friends out there.
Yes, that would be interesting. PUZZLEA-SAURUS being nice for once.
Just imagine what his puzzles would be like then.
Perhaps they wouldn't be so good. Instead of what is it, we'd have this is it. Instead of spot the differences, it'd be here are the differences. Instead of who's the artist, we'd have this is the artist. He'd be so sweet and nice that all the answers he'd give already.
Well, this week he hasn't changed anyway.
No, let's see what he's done.
Tombik and B.B are cute, aren't they?
Yes, I'd like to do a story on them in my newspaper.
You've got the newspaper.
Today is the first edition, haven't you bought it yet?
I haven't heard news.
Look, the eyeballs quote a lot.
Where is it sold?
Wherever, from the newspaper boy, of course.
There's no newspaper boy on board.
That's where you're mistaken. Ruber is the newspaper boy.
Ruber?
Yes, he loves his job.
Who's doing the cleaning then?
Do we have something to do?
Of course I do. I fly the ship. What about you?
I'm a journalist.
Ruber, do your job.
Don't be angry. First buy a paper.
Okay.
You'll be sorry if you don't. There's lots of important news inside.
It's time to watch a short film.
We'll watch it twice.
Twice because each time it'll be different.
That's right. There'll be 3 small differences.
See if you can spot them, pollen pals.
Okay.
Well, did you watch carefully?
Let's hope so. Here's the second.
Watch carefully now. There's 3 differences.
Did you find them?
You couldn't have spotted those differences in a million trillion years. But I'm not going to show you the film again. That'd be a waste of my good time. I've got more films to make. I'm the trickiest director in the business. Only an expert could have spotted them.
Send a letter to a friend. If you don't like your eyes, punish them by watching them close.
Now it's time for a bit of culture, pollen pals.
We're going to exhibit 4 paintings.
2 are by Modigliani and the other 2 by Gainsborough.
Then we'll show you a 5th picture by one of the 2 artists, and you have to tell us which one painted it.
So take notice of the differences. It will help you decide which of the artists painted the 5th picture.
Okay, let's have a look.
This painting is by Modigliani.
This painting is also by Modigliani.
And this was painted by Gainsborough.
And this was painted by Gainsborough too.
Here's the 5th picture now. The first two pictures were by Modigliani, the second two by Gainsborough. Which artist painted the fifth?
How do you like our newspaper, Chatterpot?
Not bad, but the name doesn't make sense. Why do you call it bowling?
Bowling isn't the name of the paper. At the moment, it doesn't have a name, so I just wrote bowling in the space where the name should be.
Just like a true journalist. Bowling. It would have been better if you'd written pins. What's pins?
They're the things you have to knock down when you go bowling.
I didn't know you had to knock something down in bowling.
You don't know anything about bowling, but you still wrote it in the space.
I wanted to learn everything, but I didn't have the chance.
Don't worry, one day you will have the chance. Anyway, we can't call this newspaper bowling. It's bad for circulation.
Bad for circulation? What's that?
You want your paper to sell newspapers, don't you, I must say?
It's only for entertainment.
Duduk, my friend, I've only glanced at it at the moment.
I don't understand what you're on about. Read it properly then, please.
Is the Buggies lead singer's voice too hoarse?
We've got a problem here.
PUZZLEA-SAURUS has cut up our picture and mixed up the pieces.
Can you guess what the picture is of? PUZZLEA-SAURUS doesn't think you can, honey bunnies.
Did you get it?
Don't throw your clothing on the floor. If you don't want to look like this penguin.
Think you're good at puzzles, do you? Well, I once put a picture puzzle of the universe together. Do you know how many pieces it had? 522 zillion. That's how many. And you've only got to find one piece. I don't see how you can, though. You're useless.
Okay, friends, now we've got to find the piece that's missing.
There will be a puzzle shown on screen, but there's a piece missing.
After that, 4 other pieces will appear on screen.
You have to decide which piece fits the puzzle. Let's go.
Okay, so did you find which of these 4 is the missing piece?
What's the point of this news, Duduk?
Don't you like it? It's an important story.
Who cares if his voice is hoarse or not?
Lots of people do.
This is just gossip.
Okay, you don't like it. Turn the page then.
The eye boy is always jumping. Does this make him uncomfortable?
This is a serious piece of news, admit it.
Except Yai Boy doesn't speak.
The interview was difficult.
What did he say?
What did he say? Read it and find out.
Zing, 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 bing, bing, bing.
Now,
bing,
what do
bing.
you say? He explains in vivid detail how exhausted he is from all that jumping. He says it's very difficult.
How do you know that?
I guessed.
This is the most dishonest newspaper I've ever read.
The next page is more serious. Read it. You'll agree.
Here's our impossible question.
My favorite sport is basketball.
It's a popular game all around the world, Tombik.
I'm not so good at dribbling. I prefer shooting. You should come and watch me playing basketball one day, BB.
The player has been dribbling since the beginning of the program, Tombik. Can you guess the distance the player dribbled?
Animals use sounds and gestures to communicate just as people do. Cats have learned to meow to be fed.
Meow!
Pollen, pals. We're coming up to a traffic sign.
When we get to it, we'll ask you if you know what it means.
But PUZZLEA-SAURUS has tried to trick you with 3 answers, of which only 1 is correct.
I'm sure you have no idea about traffic signs. Maybe you'll choose the right choice by luck. 1. Roadhouse ahead. 2. Wash your cup. 3. Drink coffee now. Could you find it?
You keep throwing stuff on the ground, you'll end up them attacking you!
What do you think then?
Of what?
Look under the picture.
Tombik and B.B's questions aren't prepared by PUZZLEA-SAURUS.
I've got evidence to prove that PUZZLEA-SAURUS has been deceiving everyone.
That's a serious accusation. What proof have you got?
In my hand is a photo of PUZZLEA-SAURUS holding a puzzle book. That's where he gets his puzzles.
That doesn't prove anything. That's just a photo.
But I think it does.
You do?
More proof.
More proof?
Look at this.
What's that?
A balloon. It's the proof. Here it is.
What's a balloon got to do with it?
I'm not sure yet.
Duduk,
Yes?
you've been had.
How?
That man was pulling your leg.
In that way.
Balloons are full of hot air,
I know. So what?
like your news report.
I'm rude then.
This program, our sport question, is about golf. Golf is a game of worldwide popularity played with long clubs and a small ball on specially laid grass links.
Honey bunnies. Players drive the ball into holes with clubs, trying to do so with as few strokes as possible.
Golfers wear spiked shoes to prevent slipping and thin leather gloves to ensure a firm grip on clubs. Clubs and balls are carried in a long leather bag. Do you know the 2 main types of competition?
Are you shutting down the paper?
What else can I do?
I think you should apologize to PUZZLEA-SAURUS for tarnishing his good name.
Yes, I know.
It's a joke.
What?
He never knew.
He did, because I sent him a paper.
How'd you do that?
By fax.
Why'd you do that then?
I thought he'd pay me to stop the news getting out.
That's a terrible thing
I know.
to do. Terrible.
I'm disgraced.
You are.
I'm sorry.
Today we're fairly sure what dinosaurs look like, how they ate, how they walked, and many other things. One thing no one knows about dinosaurs is what color they were.
Oh no, not that McCOOL again. He thinks he's such a hard act to follow. But doesn't he know that I'm the main act, the main game? I'm the main player around here. Someone should tell him before he starts to take over.
Hello, I'm Tongo the bear, and this is the Chatterbox FIRKETE.
Chatterbox? Are you serious? I think I chat very well.
Can you believe your ears, boys and girls? FIRKETE is a good talker, very funny.
Ah, at least I tell funny jokes. Yours aren't funny at all.
FIRKETE, we won't get anywhere talking to each other.
You see that you won't get on very well with me, so you're trying to make friends.
My great joke. What joke was I going to tell you?
He doesn't even know what joke he's going to tell.
It's because of this bird.
What do I care? Do I forget what I have to say?
Whenever sitting down, one of them was telling to the other one that his driver was stupid.
Ah, was the driver really stupid?
If you wait, I'll tell you.
I told you before that I don't like waiting.
The man said that he would prove how stupid the driver was. He called the driver, and the driver came.
A hard-working driver.
You're talking so much, the humor in the joke is disappearing.
Don't worry about it. Your jokes have no humor at all, so it can't disappear.
The man said to his driver, "Go and look in my office and see if I'm there." The driver went to look.
Ah, is that a joke? Shall I laugh now? If not, is there more? I don't want to miss this funny
My
part
jokes
of it.
wouldn't finish absurdly.
That's how it seems to you.
The friend answered, he's really stupid. He could have telephoned your office.
His friend was more stupid.
Here we go, fallen pals. It's time to watch that turning cube again with all its pictures.
All 6 of the pictures are on each of the 6 sides of the cube. Of course, you have to remember which picture is behind the one showing when it stops. Okay, kids.
Are you ready? Did you watch carefully, kids? I wonder what's behind that pretty picture. Just to help you, we'll go through the pictures again. Think hard now, okay?
Okay. Besides a squirrel, there's a fish, a bucket, a car, a rhinoceros, and a cat. I really wonder what's behind the squirrel, kid.
What a beautiful puzzle that is. It's a pity they have to stop the cube. In fact, I think they should make it spin faster like a record. Oh no, I think those buggies are back with their noise. They should have stayed home in their bedrooms.
Honey buns, later we'll show you the answers.
But before we do, direct from the world of insects shooting to the top of the charts is our favorite band, the Buggies. With their next hit, it's called Easy Peasy Now.
Bugs like you like buggies like this.
My teeth is the sign of my profession. That's why I take good care of them. I brush my teeth 3 times a day.
One of our questions we had for you was about the 2 films. Could you see the 3 differences? Let's have a look. second one. And here are the differences. We went to an art exhibition where we had to think about some paintings.
We wanted you to know that the fifth painting was painted by Modigliani or Gainsborough.
Here are the paintings by Modigliani. And here are the paintings by Gainsborough. Could you decide who painted this picture?
Easy, it was by Modigliani, wasn't it? Amedeo Modigliani was an Italian-born painter and sculptor known for his elegant linear works. He lived between 1884 and 1920. Modigliani studied art in Florence and Venice. In 1906 he settled in Paris, where he was associated with the School of Paris. He was influenced by such modern painters as Cézanne and Picasso and by African sculpture. What's that then? Can you get it? That was missing.
You have to choose the correct one from 4 pieces on screen.
Yes, the first one was the correct piece. Could you guess the distance which the player dribbled the basketball? Ashrita Furlan dribbled the basketball without travelling a distance of 83 miles in 24 hours at the National Stadium. Somebody should stop that player.
If you are aware of your traffic signs, it makes the roads a safer place to travel on.
Did you get the one we showed you?
If you like, PUZZLEA-SAURUS will show you the other choices again. Okay, PUZZLEA-SAURUS.
1. Roadhouse ahead. 2. Wash your cup. 3. Drink coffee now. Of course, the correct answer was Roadhouse ahead.
Do you remember the 2 main types of competition in golf? They are stroke play and match play. There are some differences between them.
In stroke play, the player who completes a round in the fewest strokes wins the match. In match play, the winner is the one who wins the most holes in a round.
Here is the answer to the cube challenge. You had to guess which picture was behind the squirrel.
Was it a bucket, a fish, a cat, or a rhinoceros?
The correct answer was the fish.
There's a fax from PUZZLEA-SAURUS.
What does it say?
I can't read it now.
Okay, I will then. You're shameful and miserable heap of tin.
You needn't read that.
You'll be sorry for what you've done. I've been stealing crosswords and puzzles from books, and you've caught me
What,
out.
is it true then?
But nobody knows a thing. But I'll have my revenge by making my questions even harder, so there.
He'll make them harder because of me.
And all the children will know it's because of you I made them harder. Everybody will hate you. No one will want to know you.
That's an empty threat. Children love me, and Chatapat will stand by me.
If the questions are more difficult, I'm not sure I'll be able to. It is, after all, because of you.
Then I've offended you too. PUZZLEA-SAURUS is right. I'll be all alone. I'll shut down my circuits.
It's a joke, pal. Nothing like that's going to happen. We know that, don't we? It's obvious.
All right then. You asked for it. You've really done it this time. I'm angrier than a really angry dinosaur now, and I'm going to make a super fantastic puzzle that'll twist your brains inside out with thinking. You'll howl. You'll cry. You won't get to stand when you attempt my next batch of puzzles. Then you'll give me the respect I deserve. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, you horrible little children?
Unfortunately, we're at the end of this fantastic program.
I'm sure you'll be more successful in the next show. You're getting better and better.
Don't forget, a life without puzzles is like a bee without honey. Have a honey sweet bay.
Honey sweet.